we're all hypocrites in a way. It's tough to live a pure life. It's tough to even live a pure life in your own head for what you want to be. Forget about what other people want you to be. For instance, I'm a meat eater. You know, I'll eat beef. I eat a lot of chicken for sure. And but if someone was a vegetarian and they didn't eat what I eat, if they lectured me, of course it would be rude to lecture me, but I really don't have a defense for that, right? How could I defend eating a sentient being? Well, the ethical issue is, one of the tests is you should never delegate for someone else to do something that you would not do for ethical reasons. So would I slit a cow's throat in order to eat beef? Unless I was starving, no, I wouldn't. But I'll delegate that to someone else. I know that's being done, so and I'll have the benefit of that, but I won't do it. That's different than saying I don't like cleaning my bathroom at the house, so I hire a cleaning lady because I don't like doing that. Well, you're not delegating that for ethical reasons, but I would not slit the throat of a cow myself, but I delegate that. So that's, I mean, that has to be unethical behavior. To lighten up a little bit, I was living in Los Angeles for many years, and this is probably about 10 or 12 years ago, but I was living there somewhat recently. But there was a fast food Mexican casual type place. I forget the name of it, but you can just imagine, you know, the kind of quick Mexican food. Pretty good. And so I was there, and there was this old guy. I was getting my sauces and salt and pepper and stuff like that with my tray. And this old guy, probably about 80-some, you know, he's one of those guys that like wore a suit top. You know, he got the dress slacks, and then like the 50-year-old suit top, right? The jacket, suit top. I can't even think of what it is. So he got the 50-year-old jacket. It's not like it's dirty, but he's been wearing it for decades, if you know it. You can just picture the guy, right? Older guy, you know, kind of like the hair's a little bit unkempt, but not too bad, and he has the suit jacket. And so I see him go into this salt and pepper, and he must have grabbed like 100 of each with his hand, right? I don't know if he used two hands or one, but all I know is he got it all, right? He got a lifetime supply of salt and pepper. And I remember saying, man, what a lowlife this guy is. You know, he's kind of making sure that no one's looking, and then he just goes for the big swoop and grabs it all. He's loaded up. He doesn't ever have to go to the grocery store and buy salt and pepper again. You know what they always say, those old people, it kind of rubs me the wrong way, but they always say, well, I'm on a fixed income. I'm on a fixed income. Unfix it. I mean, you can go wash your neighbor's car, and you can have another lifetime supply of salt and pepper right there. But I mean, I never liked hearing that, and when I get older, I'm never going to say it. Well, of course, I'll never be on a fixed income because that's not the way I've lived, but that's a story for another day. So, to wrap this story up, there is a little bit of a twist at the end. So, many months later, now I generally ate out every day, but of course I had food at the house as well, the apartment, West Side in LA. And so, you know, I would like to, you know, I would make the rice-a-roni or the macaroni and cheese. It wasn't high-level stuff, you know. I knew how to cook, but it wasn't high-level stuff. So I knew what I was eating one night, and that I was going to be cooking. And I remember thinking, like, man, I need some salt and pepper. But, you know, I started thinking that, like, I put it on the list, you know, because I never cooked too much. I never really had to buy too much salt and pepper. So, you know, I find myself at this Mexican place, you know, that afternoon, and I was like, damn it, I forgot to get the salt and pepper at the store. The same Mexican place where that guy went in with the big hand, you know what I mean? And so, what did I do? My greasy hands went right in there, my shady ass hands, and I got enough salt and pepper, a nice big handful, so that it wouldn't matter if I forgot to buy salt and pepper at the grocery store. So, yeah, strike me down. I know that was hypocritical behavior, And, you know, I'm not religious at all. And for many years, I was anti-religious. And, you know, but I came around a little bit just because I said, all right, let's just assume that all the Bible stuff and all the religion, let's just assume it's man-made, which it is, right? So it is man-made. So these are rules that people came up with. It's not like handed down by a supreme being like a god or whatever. So once I accepted that, I was able to, you know, not totally block out all the religious sayings, if you wish, or just, you know, the themes in religion. But one thing is pretty consistent with a lot of, you know, the religions is, you know, if you start judging other people, you know, you got to really look at yourself first. And it's just not a good idea to judge anybody, because you have no idea what their life is all about. In fact, you can almost logically prove that nobody has any idea about anyone else. So just take yourself, for instance. If you were to say, you know, do the people around you that are closest to you, the friends and family, the ones you interact, or the people you interact most with, do they really know you? Do they know? Because some of those things in your head, even if they're not like stuff that you're ashamed of, you'll never tell anybody. You can't possibly want to, like, you never want to really give away the keys to the kingdom. People think they know you and you think you know them, but you know by definition that no one really knows you, because you're always going to keep some things close to the vest. You got to keep the mystery. Some of those, we all have a billion thoughts racing through our heads. It has to be a billion thoughts. Google actually wrote a book called A Billion Wicked Thoughts. Someone at Google did. And they showed what everyone was kind of like entering in the search bar. And so it's just the stuff that you would imagine, the crazy stuff. So if you know that nobody really knows you, and you're not ever going to tell some of the thoughts you had, even if there's nothing to be ashamed of, you're not going to tell them. So, like, what are the odds that you know anybody else, and you know what they're going through? That the odds have to be close to zero. It's kind of how, like, I like to say about people talking on the phone. In your whole life, you've seen tens of thousands of people, especially in the last 25 years, with people having cell phones. They used to be called, they used to be called cell phones. They're called mobile phones now, but they were cell phones for the longest.